Imagine getting to wake up every single day to views like this. In this video, we're going to be showing you exactly what it's like to live on Hayden Lake. And trust me, I know it like the back of my hand. Lived here my whole life, so it's gonna be a treat. We're gonna hop on the boat. We're gonna show you all the different styles of living and exactly where to be living here in Hayden. So stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkey. Hey, we do this entire channel, everything you need to know about living, working, eating, sleeping, living, playing in the beautiful North Idaho area. And so if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about that, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. We literally get calls, emails, texts every single day from people moving and relocating here, and we absolutely love it. So honestly, if you're thinking about moving anywhere around here or even Eastern Washington, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to North Idaho. So I want to dive into this today. Grew up in Hayden Lake my entire life. It's absolutely special. As you can see behind me, there's about a dozen fishermen here right now. A very popular lake. There's all different styles of living here. I fortunately know a lot of people who live here. My mom actually lives across the lake. We're gonna cruise across on a boat and go pick her up, go pick up my kids. And so we're gonna get to show you everything about Hayden Lake living. So the first thing I want to talk about is right over there where those people are. This is called Sportsmans Access. Now this is going to be one of the boat launches on this lake. So at the other end of the lake, you're going to have Honeysuckle. That's the most popular. That's the closest to town. That's the closest to Coeur. And when it's busy, it is busy. So a lot of people will come to this end of the lake to Sportsman's. Now you do have Tobler's Marina. That's where the only place on Hayden that you have actual boat moorage, they call it, where you can actually store your boat. So a lot of times it's packed up. My homie, he runs it, so maybe able to get you in there. Other than that, there's houses that literally line this whole entire lake, so you can have docks just like my friend here. And in fact, I'm going to be interviewing my friend. He just is building his big house here, and there's 25 acres here that he's going to be developing as well. So there's going to be big acreage lots, like 2-acre lots. 5 of them, literally, you'll have views just like this, and then the rest, I mean, it's all timbers, it's all wooded area, but literally you're right on the lake here. So it's very special area, and again, that's Sportsman's Access. So when you look on the map, you'll get to see which area we're at. So we're gonna hop onto the boat, we're gonna be touring, we're gonna be showing you everything about living on the beautiful Hayden Lake. So now, I told you I was introducing my buddy. We had to go get a brewski. You know I love my brewskis. So I'm gonna interview him and just why his story, why he chose why he chose Hayden Lake, and so we'll get it from him. Jerd, man, tell me why Hayden.
Well, grew up in Dalton,
Yeah.
traveled the world a couple times, decided to come home, and where would be a better place than Hayden Lake? You have Sportsman's Access here on the lake, building a beautiful house for my kids to play in, 25 feet off the water. What's not to like? We have acreage up there, nobody around us. It's perfect.
And then so you got to be close to town, you know, but you're still away from it. Is that what you like too?
Absolutely. 8 minutes to the grocery store, Hayden Lake Country Club, but then in 8 minutes we have 43 acres, untouched land, and we can do whatever we want. We can go shoot a turkey, go shoot a deer, you know, go on the boat, do some fishing, and drink some beer.
That's right. That's right. That's our style. So that's the Hayden Lake living here. And this is kind of rare though, Jerd. I mean, there's not much land, like buildable land here too. So a lot of this is going to be resale, or you're going to find the older cabins. But there's still incredible spots. So finding a like this is kind of a gem, right?
Oh yeah, we got super lucky, super fortunate. Yeah. We got our other best friend on this side. It's the dream.
We're all growing up now. This is like what we used to do as kids, is come to our parents or our friends' parents' cabins and stuff. So now we're doing it. But so this is the difference between lake living, you know, like the Coeur lifestyle. You're really close to everything. We do have just one restaurant on this lake, at that Tobler's Marina. But we're gonna jump in the boat now and go across the lake to Windy Bay where my mom lives, go pick up the kids. So we're gonna start touring this lake. Okay, so we just left the dock. We're at the north end of the lake and we are heading basically south across to where my mom lives. That around there is Sportsman's Bay, and that was actually shut down up until about 6 years ago. So you never could fish back there because the trout spawn that goes up into Hayden Creek. So yes, we say creek here, it's not creek. So that literally goes up into Hayden Creek and goes up into the mountain system, national forest, really good elk hunting, deer hunting. And now it's open for fishing. Incredible fishing all along this dock. There's just people out here all day fishing. So the style of living. I'm gonna turn the camera around, but there's really not any place on this lake that there isn't houses on the water. So there is opportunity. It's gonna be resale. There's not a lot of space to build. So my buddy Garrett actually got a rare find there with his spot. So with that being said, you're gonna find older houses. Like, it's really, when I was a kid, this was all dirt road around here, and you know, the cabins were smaller and they were literally just summer cabins. Now it's a lifestyle. People live out here, and so you're seeing, you know, the high-speed internets come out here, the paved roads, so you're really close to town. You can literally get halfway across the lake, and there's 2 routes around, so whatever side you're closest to, that kind of dictates your drive. But literally to get to the farthest spot on this lake, which makes it very unique and cool, is that you're 20-25 minutes from like Hayden. So you know, the Coeur lanes, you can literally get to the south end of that lake and be hour and a half. So Hayden's going to bring you that uniqueness of you're just really close to everything. You feed into all the good Hayden school districts. All these kids here still go to Coeur d'Alene High School, so it's really good schools, and there's buses that actually come all the way out here. So yeah, we're cruising straight south. You can see the beautiful mountains that surround us here, and that is heading towards Honeysuckle and Tobler's Marina and where my mom lives, which is Windy Bay. So let's go. I'll turn the camera around. You can see how beautiful this is. All right, so looking on the map, that over there is O'Rourke Bay, and we were going into Windy Bay. This is where you're gonna see all the wake surfers and wakeboarders. Because of all these tall mountains and the hills, it actually is one of the calmest bays. This is where my mom lives. So then actually, if you head to the south there, that is Tobler's. So now we've made it across the lake. Super sneaky note, I'm not gonna tell you which one. One of these houses was Don Larson's. He's the only guy to pitch a perfect game in the World Series. Yogi Berra was his catcher, but he's actually one of my mom's neighbors. But we're going in. This is Windy Bay here. So my mom has a secondary lot, meaning she's not on the actual water, but we've carved a little path here so that we can head right up to her house. But from her house, you do have you know, fire pits and all, and actual views of everything behind us here. So we're gonna go up and get the kiddos, go get them. Gotta get through. Where's my big boy Hank? Where's Big Hank? Oh, I think he's coming. I hear him. There's Big Hank.
Oh.
That's Huck.
Huck? Like that name.
Just like Hank. Hank, you been shooting any birds?
No.
What? You haven't tried anything, bud?
All right, so secondary Hayden Lake living. This is my mom's place here. As you can see, she's got the hot tub. So this is actually an area where there's a lot of natural springs around here. So instead of being fed by the snowpack and the rain, these actually obviously come from the ground. So these time of year, you know, in the spring, let me get down here. This thing is raging and going pretty good. So obviously she's got the hot tub that overlooks. So every single night, no matter what time of the year, you have that to look at, that sound that feeds straight into the lake. So there's all different types of secondary. You know, sometimes secondary can literally be like immaculate lake views and really close. This style, because in North Idaho it's so treed, it's so wooded, sometimes it can be a little ways away, but you build a little patio, you build some views, and this is what they've done. So then now they kind of have it what it feels like acreage, you know, even though it's not on even, you know, a half-acre lot, but no real neighbors around them, very peaceful, quiet, and then nobody that goes down to the lake. So you get the fire pit here, and then you can just kind of overlook the lake at night, and just really pretty. So different styles. This is gonna actually be a little bit more affordable for you because you know you're removed from the lake, but then you have a path down there, and they actually have a 3-slip community dock or 2-slip community dock. And Hank, this guy's monster trucks.